guys, welcome to the Craft Read channel. I'm Nandini Karmarkar and today I'm going to show you how to create some beautiful festive envelopes which you can use to gift cash. I've deliberately used ready-made envelopes because these are easy to come by, but you can always create your own if you want. The supplies are on the screen, so let's get started. I'm going to be using some Distress Oxide inks in different shades, my blending brushes, and these are some ready-made envelopes which you can buy at any stationery store. And these are the Craft Read supplies I'm going to be using: the Ganesha chiplet set, then the Arabesque stencil, the Lotus accent stencil, and the Ikat damask stencil. So let's get started. For the first envelope, I'm going to be using the Twisted Citron, Peacock Feathers, and Blueprint Sketch Distress Oxide inks, and the Lotus accent stencil. Now the first thing I want to do is attach the stencil to the envelope. Just make sure that you have the envelope right side up. And I'm going to center the stencil over the envelope. And then just use some washi tape to hold it down. I'll also turn the envelope over and add a bit of tape behind it because I want to make sure that the stencil doesn't move while I'm inking it. You can also mask the sides which are showing if you want. Now I'm going to start with the Twisted Citron. And I'm going to take my blending brush and generously apply the ink through the stencil. Distress Oxide inks are opaque, which makes them ideal for using with colored cardstock. You'll notice I'm applying quite a heavy coat of the ink because I want the color to really pop against the pink background. Now I'll move on to Peacock Feathers. Again, I'm applying a heavy coat and taking care to blend it with the Twisted Citron ink. Distress Oxide inks are really easy to blend. Right at the top, I'm going to be using a Blueprint Sketch. Once the three colors are inked through the stencil, I'm going to go back and just redo and go over the colors again so that I get a smooth transition of the colors. This also helps the colors to blend better. Now that our inking is done, let's just gently remove the stencil. And there, our inking is done. Just ensure that you let the ink dry completely because Distress Oxide inks are hybrid inks and they stay wet a bit longer than dye inks. Now the sides of the envelope are looking a little blank, so I'm going to ink only half the stencil on both sides. I'll just use a little bit of washi tape to fix it. Let's check our inking now. I'll just carefully peel the stencil off. And repeat it on the other side. And then our envelope is ready. The inking is done now. Now I'll just allow the ink to dry completely. And then I'll come back and add some embellishments to make the envelope look more festive. For the next envelope, I'm going to use a very dark color and the Arabesque stencil. I'm also going to be using the same shades of Distress Oxide inks. I have this old magazine which I like to use whenever I'm inking. Now you'll notice that the stencil is shorter than the envelope, but it is not a problem for these kind of stencils. It's very easy to extend them. I'm planning to put my chipboard embellishments on the left hand side. So initially I will just align the stencil with the right edge of the envelope and then fix it down with some washi tape. I'll start with the Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide ink and put it in the central portion. Initially I was planning to use Blueprint Sketch as well, but I later changed my mind and put Twisted Citron on both sides. The inking is pretty much the same as I did in the previous card, so I will not repeat it. Now first stage of inking is done. We'll see how beautifully the Distress Oxide colors show up on the dark cardstock. To extend the stencil, I'm just going to align the motifs on the left hand side and then tape it down firmly and then repeat the process. Now the inking is complete. You can see that the Distress Oxide inks show very well on the dark surface since they are opaque. I'm going to do one more thing to just spice up this thing a little more. Now I've just dried the ink and I've reattached the stencil. What I'm going to do now is add some gel paste or sparkle paste over the inked areas so that it adds a little bit of extra festive punch to my project. This is a very simple step. You can use a palette knife or an old credit card or any stiff piece of plastic. Just ensure that you keep a steady pressure and don't push the paste through the stencil, otherwise you will not get good clean crisp lines. Gently lift up the stencil and now you'll see what a difference the addition of the sparkle paste makes to your project. Now I'm just going to dry the paste and then realign the stencil and repeat the whole process till my entire envelope is covered. For the last envelope, I'm going to be using the Ikat Damask stencil and of course the Distress Oxide inks. And I have this one ready-made money envelope in red. I have attached the stencil to my envelope as before, and this time I'm going to use some finger daubers. I'll start with my Distress Oxide inks. I'm using the same colors, starting with Twisted Citron. The reason why I'm using finger daubers is because they give me more control, and I'm planning to ink only parts of the stencil. I like to use a dabbing motion when doing this because I feel that that gives a better coverage with the ink. I'll just continue with the same motion, covering parts of the stencil with different colors. After Twisted Citron is done, I will also use Peacock Feathers, and for the large motifs in the center, I will be using Blueprint Sketch. Rest of the process is pretty much the same as the previous envelope. Just to punch up this thing, I have these little pearls here, so I'm just going to stick them on it. One little trick I have to place the pearls easily is I just dab a little bit of glue at the end of a toothpick, and then I find that it is sticky enough to help me pick up my pearl and place it. This works with any of your tiny embellishments. Now these envelopes are dry, so let's just put some embellishments on it and finish them. You can see the beautiful sparkle that it has. So I have die cut some pieces. These are two circles, and then I have the chipboards. For the second one, I have a cream colored circle of handmade paper. So I'll just stick this. And on this chipboard, I've just stained it with some wilted violet distress oxide ink. I hope you enjoyed this video and will give these simple techniques a try. Don't forget to hit the little bell and to subscribe to our channel for more videos and more tutorials. Bye.